back to Crafts by KMW. Thank you so much for clicking on the video, and I hope you enjoy it. So in this video, I am going to do a deep dive review test of the Castle Arts 72 Harmonious Colored Pencil set. So these are one of their newest sets. I believe the pastel tint is also one of their new sets. These came out about 6-7 months ago, I think mid 2024, and I have been wanting them, but they were not on Amazon for the longest time. So I figured I was just gonna wait until they're on Amazon. And when I checked to do my latest haul, I found them on there. I was so excited. They were on sale, so I paid $39.99 for these, which I have to admit is a lot. It kind of pained me. The only thing that made it a little easier is that I was using a gift card, so it wasn't my own money. And I believe the regular price is somewhere between like $42 and $47, which I have to be honest is just exorbitant. I don't think that they would be worth that at all. However, at $39.99, I think it's doable. I don't think I would have bought them if they were regular price. I have wanted to try Castle Arts pencils for a while to see how they are and how they compare to like my Prismacolors. And I'm gonna do a little test for you to see how they compare with Prismacolor pencils. So let's go ahead and explore these. So these came really well packaged. So this tin came shrink wrapped, and then it came in its own cardboard box, which was wonderful. And I love the cover of the tin, so pretty. And then on the back, you get this lovely picture of all the pencils, and I just love this. Looks so pretty. When these pencils are all gone, I am definitely going to keep this tin and use it for something. So opening the tin, in the front cover you get a little information about joining Castle Club, and you get a full picture of the cover art, and then you get a color swatch of all of the pencils in the set. And then inside, so this is how it comes. Even though I've used these pencils, I did color a page already and I did the swatch sheet, I just couldn't wait. I put it back the way it was so you could see how it comes packaged. So the first thing you get is a color and product guide. So this is a fold out pamphlet. So it shows you all of the products that they sell, and then inside it gives you color swatches of all of their colors. So here are the pastel tint, which I think are pretty new as well. Then you get this Harmonious booklet. So this gives you a little tutorial, and again, this is a fold out, to color the tin art. So I love this. I think this is great. I love when you get a little bit of extra information and support in packs of colored pencils. I think it helps to ease the pain of what you spent on them. And so I think this is great. I am definitely going to print a copy of this artwork and color it at some point in the near future. One thing I think is weird in the directions is it tells you that you can trace this. I mean, this is pretty small. Trace it on tracing paper and then transfer it to a regular piece of paper that you would color on. I think that is crazy. I can't imagine anyone who would do that. This is so small. It would take hours and hours, and you would not get accurate impressions and line work. However, you can download the full image from their website, which I think is the way to go and what I will do. And that way you can print it at pretty much any size that you would like. And then again, they give you their product range, and on the back you get another color chart. And then you get this little product card that tells you that customer service, where you can get customer service, and again, more advertising for the Castle Club. I'm not a member of the Castle Club. I don't foresee myself becoming a member, but from what I have seen, it looks like a good deal. So if you want to explore that, you definitely can. And then the last booklet, which I think is the best. So this is the Harmonious Pencils, Taking Your Art to the Next Level booklet. So this booklet actually gives you information and pointers. So it tells you how to sharpen your pencils. It tells you what to do if your pencils are breaking, and it gives you some ideas with that. It tells you how to hold them. And then it gives you tips on coloring as well. Again, you get another color chart. And then you get tips on how to layer, how to do light. I love this. Different textures, different ways to color, like cross-hatching and stippling. And then adding a smoother blemish, blending to a smoother finish, to blend your colors together, burnishing. I love this. This is worth it, I think. And then again, they give you some tutorials. So here's a tutorial for the Harmony Queen, which we've already seen in the other pamphlet. And then they give you some other ones. And all of these images are available to download on the Castle Arts website. So here we have Bamberg Castle. I'm not sure where that is. It is in, I'm not really sure. It doesn't really say. Kingdom of Northumbria, which I have no idea where that was. So maybe England? I'm not sure. If you know, let me know in the comments. The next one is the Calla Lilies. And then they have an Arabian Dreams one. She's beautiful. And I think this would look beautiful with these pencils. And then you get a glossary and a list of all the Castle products that they have. This, I think, is totally a very usable and a really good addition to the pencil set. So really proud of them for that. And then you get this wax paper covering, and actually that is how mine came. It came upside down. And then you get the pencils. So there are 3 trays. There are 72 pencils in this set. So they are beautiful. So let's look at one of the pencils up close. So here is the color Eggplant. So as you can see, the entire case of the pencil is colored in the color of the pencil. You have the color name. They all have this silver band on there, which I think is kind of cool. It gives you the number. HA is for Harmonious. And then on the end, Castle Arts and Harmonious. So if you have other Castle Arts pencils and you're coloring and they get all mixed up, you can easily find your Harmonious pencils and put them back together if you wish to do that. So they all came sharpened. The only thing I don't like is that on some of the lighter colors, so like this one, the white lettering is really hard to see. Like I have to put the pencil like right up to my face in order to see it. So that's the only problem. I wish that they would use like the white on the darker pencils, and then on the lighter pencils do black or something. But I'm sure that would be more costly, so I can understand why they don't do it, but I wish that they would. So these are in number order, and I am not sure how they numbered them. I don't know what method they used, because the colors are kind of all mixed up. So there's some grays in the first tray, there's some grays in the last tray. So I'm not really sure how they decided on the numbers. But one thing you need to look out for, they also give you a swatch card. And when you go to do this, they are numbered and it goes left to right. But the pencils are in the tin from right to left. I don't know if that's a European thing, I'm not sure, but this is pencil 1 and this goes to pencil 24. So you need to remind yourself to start on the right when you are swatching them. I am going to take these out and rearrange them and put them in a different order. I like to have mine together according to color, and then I put them in order from either light to dark or dark to light. And that just helps me to choose my colors a little bit easier. And that's how I will swatch them for my swatch book. But I did do the swatch sheet. One thing I will say is these swatches don't look great. This card has like a sheen to it, has a little bit of a coating on it. So the wax pencils don't work really well on it. So it was really hard to get a smooth surface. And technically I don't really care because it's just a swatch sheet, but I just wanted to put that out there. So you can see all the colors. These are beautiful, and I'm not sure, you know, they tout them as these are unique colors that you won't find in any other set of pencils. I'm not sure if that's true. I have the Brutfuner 520 set. Color makes a 520 set. There may be other manufacturers that do as well. And I find it really hard to believe that you can't find any of these colors in those sets as well. However, for me, again, I wanted to use and try Castle Arts pencils, and I just thought that this was a beautiful set. So even though there may be some doubles, I may have some of these colors already, I was okay with that. And I think they are beautiful. So basically you get grays, pinks, some browns, purples, blues, greens, and sort of white. I would say these are more gray whites, but those are the colors that you get. So you don't get any red, there's no orange in here. So it's very specific colors. And I really like the variety. A lot of them are really, really light, like these up here. And I really look for light colors. I like light colors as a base, especially for skin tones, and then I build up the color with darker shades. So I really like light colors. And then there are darker ones, which I really like as well. And some of these shades are pretty unique. So I'm really happy with the colors, and I'm not really going to talk about, again, how they colored on here because this had a coating on it, but I'm going to talk about how they colored in just a second when I show you the page I colored with them. So I did Tales from Atlantis by Hannah Carlson. I thought these colors would look perfect in this book. And this is the page that I chose to do. I used, I would say, 1/3 of the colors. I did write them down, so I may put them in the comments below so you can check to see if I do that or not. I might forget, but I do want to do that. So hopefully I will remember. And I used about a third of them. I tried to use as many as possible so I could see how they colored. Hannah Carlson's paper is really unique. It is cream and it is very pulpy. It has layers to it. So these pencils worked pretty well. I found that they worked best in layers. So putting a light layer first, and then adding another layer, and then adding another layer, and then adding another layer, and building up your color. They did not seem to work really well if you just wanted to color it, just get it over with, and just color in one layer and kind of press hard. It didn't really work that way. So I would imagine that that's pretty similar to most papers. It even says in the booklet that these pencils work best if you layer them. And I didn't use a blender at all. I just blended with the pencils themselves. I did blend the background with Gamsol, and I thought it came out pretty cool. I wanted it to look a little streaky because it's water and there's a lot of things floating in the water. It's not going to be perfectly smooth and clear. So I like the effect that it gave, but it was a little difficult to blend with the Gamsol. I probably had 4 or 5 layers, and I'm not sure if it was due to that or if it was due to the paper. I don't really know. I will try to blend them with Gamsol and other books, and I'll be able to see what the issue was. But I really enjoyed coloring this page with the colors. I think they are beautiful. And one of the things that I really love about them is that they look really beautiful together. Like, Harmonious is a really good name for this pencil set. They do look harmonious. They do work well together. And I really like that. And I'm excited to try them with my other colored pencils. I think there's a lot of purples in this set, which is really nice because in other regular size colored pencil sets, not 520 because you do get a lot of purples in there, but in like 100 sets or 150, you don't get a ton of purples. So that was something that I was excited about to add to my purple stash, because purple is one of my favorite colors. I love using it for hair, for flowers, for plants. So I was excited about that, but I had a lot of fun coloring this. I did use some gel pen on here as well, but the only colored pencils I used were the Harmonious. So now I'm going to see how these pencils compare with Prismacolor. So let me grab a Prismacolor. Trying to grab a similar color. Okay, so here's a blue. All right, so this is violet blue. So, and it's not sharpened. All right, and again, this is just regular paper. It's not special paper at all. So you can see how nicely the Prismacolor colors on there. All right, so I'm gonna so this is Night Blue from the Harmonious set. So as you can see, not as much pigment gets on the paper with this one. So this has a lot more going on the paper, but they feel very similar. I did feel like I need to press a little harder on here to get this color saturation. And I didn't have to press as hard with this one, but it does color very nicely. It seems to be pigmented, and that is a plus. So that's a really good thing. And let me see if I can find a blender. Okay, this is a Lyra blender. So yeah, it seems to blend pretty well. So that was the Harmonious, and now I'm going to do the Prismacolor. So again, the Prismacolor is just more pigmented, so you get a brighter, nicer tone on there after it's blended. But this one did blend pretty well. So let me take another shade here and do some blending of two shades. Okay, oop. I keep pulling out a pencil that's not a Prismacolor. All right, so here is the Prismacolor Cobalt Blue. So I'm going to do a blend. All right, and now I'm gonna get, let's see. So I pulled out Dark Iris to blend with the Night Blue. I don't know, the Dark Iris might be a little on the purpley side, but I'm not doing these to get great blends. I'm doing it more to show how they blend. And of course, if I were doing this on a coloring page, I would use more layers. Again, this is just for demonstration. All right, so now I'm gonna use my Lyra blender again. So the Prismacolor blends really well. And it's very easy to do so. I don't have to press down hard at all. So now let's try these. So these I feel like I do have to press down a little bit harder. They're just not as pigmented as Prismacolor, but as you can see, it is blending. And if I were using better paper and more layers, I think it would blend really, really nicely. So they're not as pigmented as, say, Prismacolor, but I really like the feel of them. They feel really nice, and I did sharpen, I think 3 or 4 of them, and they did sharpen really well. Only one color did not sharpen well. So it's this black olive, and I don't know why, but it just kept breaking. So I think that's just maybe the odd man out. I do not believe that the majority of these are gonna do that. I think they're gonna be fine, and they sharpened really well. So I don't have any problems with that. So that's the video. I highly recommend these if you were sort of thinking about getting them, or it's on your list but you're not sure. I recommend them. They are really nice pencils. They color pretty well. Again, not as pigmented as Prismacolor, but really nice, and they do the trick. The colors are beautiful. The colors look great together. They truly are harmonious, and I think they have made a really nice addition to my colored pencil sets, and I'm really glad I got them. I might now look into getting the pastel tints. I'm not sure. I do have 2 sets of pastel pencils already, 2 50 sets. So I'm not really in the market for more pastel pencils, but I might keep those on my radar because I do really like these. So thank you so much for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. It really helps me out. You can follow me on Instagram and join my Facebook group if you would like. I would truly appreciate it. And I hope you have a truly amazing and, of course, a very fantastic day. See you next time.